So let me ask, are you guys more conservative or liberal, Democrats or Republican? How that goes?
More conservative.
And so, how about you?
Same.
Yeah.
Conservative.
Have you ever been, were you Democrats at one time?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
And what changed your mind?
I just me seeing myself included and the people around me. Everyone just being too comfortable. I was receiving food stamps, welfare, and my life was just gone. I had no life. And I remember one day I was in the grocery store and I had a lot of food stamps, and I had 2 shopping carts full of food, and it just clicked. It's like, Jamie, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're able-bodied. You can work. You know, my life. I feel I'm a talented person,
Right,
and
absolutely.
I was letting my life go to waste because of my laziness, and it wasn't doing anything for me.
That's
and I want
amazing.
more in life, so I had to change it up and show my kids better because I wasn't shown the right way to go. So.
And how did your friends feel once you changed? Your eyes were open. Did they thought you were crazy for?
Yeah, thinking I'm better than.
Yeah.
You know, she acts different now.
We are Uncle Tom's now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that happened to me too. And how about you? What changed your mind from a Democrat to a Republican?
I think when I started really researching candidates and, you know, seeing what they really stand for, and also growing up in a Democratic family, I started realizing that certain things that Democrats Party say, they don't deliver.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm looking at our community that I live in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why am I continuing to vote for these candidates, but they're not delivering anything? You know, so, and then especially when I started reacting to different reactions we started reacting to,
Right.
Jordan Peterson, yourself,
Yeah.
a few other people that I was watching, and it just started all making sense. You know what I mean? It's like the Democratic Party was pacifying the black community.
Absolutely, man.
You know what I mean? It was pacifying the black community, so, and making us all lazy and not wanting to go get jobs. And they was literally kicking the father out the household, and the government became the new father, so to speak. You know what I mean? Because like she said, you got the food stamps now, and you got this and you got that. So what would you need a man for when, you know, taxpayers is paying?
I know. Take
Your
care of you
rent,
like
yeah,
that.
you know. So I mean, so that's what made me wake up and kind of look at things a little bit different.
I grew up in Alabama on a plantation, right? And I had worked all my life. I taken care of myself. Then I moved out here at 18, and I started listening to Jesse Jackson and all those people. And they were talking about how bad the white man is, and he tried to hold the black man down, and blah, blah, blah. And being a young man, I fell for the lie. I believed into it. And then once I believed into it, I stopped taking care of myself.
Right.
And I even ended up on welfare. And the only way I got on it, though, I used to smoke pot a little bit.
Okay.
You ever smoke pot?
I still do.
You smoke pot?
On the way here.
What the? Did you?
Absolutely.
You smoke pot too?
Absolutely, I do. I'm sure everybody smelled it when I walked in the door, right?
So you high now?
Huh?
Are you high right now?
Am I?
What the?
You can't tell, though.
Huh? You all wide-eyed now, I can tell. No. So you been smoking something too?
No.
Oh, you don't smoke pot?
Yes, part-time I do.
Yeah.
Not full-time.
Nothing like me. I'm
Not
like a Snoop
full-time.
Dogg.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, you like the Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg smoking? He's still smoking?
I believe so.
What the? But anyway, I smoked it a little bit, but I really couldn't smoke it heavily.
Right.
Because when I smoked it, I would feel insecure. I couldn't tell if I was making sense or not. And I remember we used to get high. My friends used to say, oh, come on, let's go out to the club or something, right? And on the way to the club, they would be passing the joint. I'm like, look, if y'all pass this joint to me, we're not going in the club.
Right.
So you might either leave me at home or don't pass
Don't
the
pass
joint.
it, right.
Yeah.
Skip me.
Because I just I couldn't feel myself. I
Right.
didn't know.
Right.
And so they would pass it anyway. And by the time we get to the club, I'm so high. I'm not going in.
Right.
I can't go in.
Right.
And they would get mad and have to take me back home. And I'm like, I told you, don't get me high.
Hey, at least you gave him a warning,
Right,
though, you know what I'm
right.
saying? I remember them first times, you know, them first
Yeah.
little,
I'm like, what the? And then the pot wasn't nearly as strong as it is today. I don't know what y'all smoking today.
Yeah,
That stuff smells like poison.
He said it smells like poison.
some of it can.
Yeah, you can smell it all the way down the road.
Yeah.
You can be on the freeway and somebody's smoking in a car.
You're right.
It'll get you high.
That's me.
Right.
Wow.
I can drive by you and you will get high for sure.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
And then, so being high, I used to hold these parties every Friday night.
You did?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And
Damn.
and then I heard some black people say that if you high and you black, you can go down to the welfare office and get food stamps and money, right? Because you get high, so you're not capable of working like a handicap.
And you believe that?
I believe it.
Damn.
And I went down there, and I said, "Oh, I can't work." And they're like, "Why not?" I said, "I smoke pot."
Oh, man. Damn.
True story. I'm not making it up at all. And then, so they gave me $100 food stamp every month.
Yeah.
And $300 cash.
Okay.
And I'm like, whoa, this is
I
good.
get it, though.
Yeah, I know you should go to work.
Right.
And so I would just party every weekend.
Yeah.
And I would make sure that I'm not like those blacks that don't make sure they have food and pay the rent. You know, I'll make sure I pay my rent, have food in the house. Because when I get high, I knew I couldn't move, right?
Right.
And and so I would get high. And finally, one day, I was like you. I'm like, I'm worse off now than I've ever been in my life. Because I wasn't working or anything, right? And so I thought to myself, if the white man is holding me down, why is it that he's not holding Jesse Jackson and all those people who are claiming that the white man holding you down? Because they were doing well, they lived in big houses, they had families and everything. And I realized we had been lied to, that I had been lied to about the whole race thing. And so I dropped it. I dropped the food stamp and the money for the thing. And at the time, too, I had a house. I had bought a house. I was 25. And the whole house, it was a 3-bedroom, oh no, 2-bedroom, living room, dining room, big old nice house with a guest house in the backyard. It was only $300 a month.
Wow.
And the whole house cost $20,000.
Wow.
There's something.
Wow.
And I bought that house, and in 1 year, it went from $20,000 to $100,000.
Damn, $80,000.
Wow.
Just like that, it went up. Real estate went up.
Wow.
And so I bought me a little red
What part of Alabama?
Mustang
What part of Alabama?
down by Eufaula, Alabama, Tuskegee,
Okay.
in that area, by Montgomery.
My mom from Chattanooga.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But long story short, I realized my life was going to hell. I wasn't getting better. I was getting weaker and worse. So I dropped it off and took back, stopped hating the white folks, and took back control of my life. And it's just been up here ever since. It's been amazing. So I totally understand what you mean.
Oh, yeah.
And then at the time, I was a Democrat. I had registered a Democrat out here because when I was growing up, I didn't know any black Democrats. I only knew black Republicans. There were no black Democrats.
Really?
Right.
Wow.
And so, but I didn't know the platform of the Democratic Party or the Republican. So I read the platforms, and I saw that the Democratic Party was anti-family, anti-God, anti-everything, military, anti-anything good. And the Republican Party was for all those things, freedom, independence. So I switched party, and my family was like, what is wrong with you?
Oh, yeah.
Now, what year was this?
This was in, I was in my 20s, 68, 69, around the 70s sometime.
Okay. Okay.
Early 70s.
Okay.
And my family, I can relate because some of my family members turned on me. They couldn't understand.
Yeah.
And my friends couldn't understand. How you going to be a Republican? You black.
Right.
Right.
I'm like, I don't have a right to change my mind.
Right.
Right.
What
right.
the?
All Republicans are just white or something like
Right.
that.
Yeah, and they call you all kind of names.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I've been
We don't hurt
called
it all.
every name in the book
We don't
and
hurt it
then
all.
some.
Oh, yeah, we're coons.
We everything, all in the comments.
I
Y'all
even
this,
have
y'all
the
that.
Coon Award. They gave me a Coon Award.
Are you serious?
I have it in my radio studio.
Wow.
They call me Coon Award, but I don't care.
Right.
It didn't even bother me.
Right. Right.
I'm free. This is one slave that left the Democratic plantation.
Right.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
So, but I didn't mind that they left. It didn't bother me. Anyway, so did you vote for the Great White Hope?
At this last election, no.
You did not?
No.
Oh,
'Cause I haven't truly woke up by that time.
Right.
So I was still kind of, well, kind of at that time, I was kind of independent, to be honest with you. I wasn't really a Democrat or Republican or whatever. I was just, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
How about you? Did you vote for the Great White Hope?
No.
So y'all know who the Great White Hope is?
Yes.
Who?
Trump.
Trump.
Wow. Now you're awake.
Trump, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what did you think about the fallen Messiah, Barack Obama and Big Mama Michelle?
Ooh. I feel that he didn't do much. He didn't do much at all. He didn't.
One of the main things that I didn't like was you getting penalized for not having medical. That was, to me,
That's insane, man.
yeah. Like you forcing somebody to get, you know what I mean? And I mean, like when you're young, how many times you go to a hospital, unless you really have a health condition or something like that?
You spend who you young.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but
And even if I'm old and I don't want to
Right.
get no income, let me die. That's
your
it.
choice.
I have decided I don't want no help. Let me die.
yeah, it's your choice.
You can't force that on me.
Right.
And then I have to pay for it too.
Exactly.
What the?
Or get penalized for it.
Yeah.
You know, so
Well,
I got
man.
penalized for it.
You did?
Hell yeah, I did.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I know other people who did too. I totally know people who did.
I didn't like
He
that at
opened the
all.
floodgates for
Yeah.
a lot of things that's going on today.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Things that I ain't gonna touch on
Right.
on camera, but
He did.
but yeah.
What a mess.
Oh, yeah.
Black people always turn it into a hood.
Oh, yeah.
They gonna mess it up come hell or high water. What's wrong with the blacks?
Damn.